2, 3, fire!
Knights, Vikings, Samurai, Woolen, Outlander, 4.
As well, so if I go light into light, that's 400.
Oh.
I don't think anybody can react to these things.
I'm starting to get hungry. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and eat my food now.
That's the thing.
We can.
Sure. Heavy,
We still got what, like an hour left?
Are 700 ms, really fast with really quick chain link timings.
It's time for me to eat my
heavy finishers are unblockable.
pollo quesadilla,
Single stance, big
frijoles.
there.
Yeah, those.
Really like a lot of like effort into like
Guys,
the camera
can you see how-
angles and the
Yeah,
Dude,
they
how
are my
good is
favorite
it?
attacks.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites as well.
yeah, they look really cool, right?
Made it so it was very heavy.
Look how
on all
good
fronts.
this is.
Yeah, they really
Look at
do
this.
feel heavy, even though they're quick. You do
Yeah.
feel that a lot of the heaviness.
good.
So it's really good. And then we have zone attacks, which are always armored. The opener one, like it gains armor a little bit later. But when you go into chains, you get armor at first frame. They're a bit slower, but the idea there is like you're in a group fight, whatever, you typically want to use your zone attacks. So making them armor makes you harder to peel. That goes well. Heavy zone finishers as well. Like they switch sides too, so you're not super predictable. Again, you can use your armor to trade against dodge attacks against certain things, so that's great. And then we have bashes, right? So we also have.
Oh, so the hero has bashes.
Bash, so from dodge into bash, we go into this.
Nice.
One of the things that we'll see as we go towards this is that every single bash this hero has deals direct damage.
Okay.
Never has confirmed damage afterwards, although getting a 400 MS slide afterwards is almost guaranteed. There's still ways to get out of it.
Yeah.
So the neutral bash, pretty simple, 500 MS bash, off a front dodge, so that works quite well. Then we have the chain version that I'm going to go into here, which is slower, deals direct damage, but is feintable, right? We've been doing a lot of feintable bashes. Especially in this hero, it's super scary. We've had some players that tested it out a little bit with us, and they're like, "Yeah, this is really scary." Well, and last but not least, we have the bash finisher, which is 500 MS, deals quite a bit of damage. You have to make a read because you cannot dodge after this if I throw a light. So it's a lot again, like a lot of that pressure and that build up there into going to what am I going to do? What's my opponent going to do? What is the OCELOTL going to do against me? And it's super scary. And with those
Ocelot.
bashes too, like we have.
You keep on saying OCELOTL. It's OCELOT.
This one, where you do a big pummel strike. The finisher has the kind of crust cut there. So what kind of inspiration you guys take for these types of things?
Oh, at first all the bashes were pummel strikes. I believe the opener was the right side, and then for the in chain we had the pummel strike from the spear. At a certain point, we're like, these are all pummel strikes. So JC had the great idea of making the scissor move, which I found really great. And it's a really vicious move. You kind of feel like Daniel was saying, the rage of the character through that move. Fantastic.
Yeah, super cool. Yeah. So all right. So outside of this, we have dodge attacks. They're all on lights. They don't have massive trajectories. Again, we have to have like sometimes some downsides to the hero, but also like it feels really natural to have quick dodge attacks with this. Front dodge light as well there. There's a little jump here in a bit of distance. So that's pretty cool. Works quite well. But there's one more little thing I think that we haven't done.
Oh yes,
right?
So that's very.
Oh,
That's quite different with
here
this.
it comes,
So
the gimmick.
one of the things that we really wanted to feel, because we have all of this, right? We have the feat set that we're also going to talk after afterwards. But one of the core aspects is the hunting, the stalking, right? And so
here comes the bleeding thing that I was talking about.
More and more and more. We're like,
Because I remember people wanted to see if he was going to have
so
like a bleed attack or something.
a new kind of stalker stance, prowl stance. You access it by holding down on the right stick, and you go into this, right? So when you are in this stance, there's a couple of things. First of all, you can't block. So it's really not meant to be like something defensive, even though like it's not super visible, but when you go into it, you get you do get a little bit of dodge range. Kind of like with Nobushi, it's the same timing as Nobushi, so you can dodge attacks with it. Yeah. So it works quite well. And then the other thing that's interesting here is that you actually walk faster when you are in this stance than when you're not. So an example, if I'm strafing to the right here, you see like the speed I'm going at. But when I'm in that prowl stance, I'm going much faster. Faster front, faster back, faster everything. So the idea here is that...
So it's kind of like the Highlander stance.
To kind of like be, you know...
Even though the Highlander, when he moves like really slow.
Prey, what am I going to do? And you get there. So when you are
both
in
of his
this
stances,
stance,
his offense
you
and his
have
defense.
one single attack that you can perform. with the heavy button, which is this. So when you perform it, you jump forward, leap by quite a bit, and if your attack connects, right, you can move from really far. You get into a bit of a pin. The club gets embedded in the opponent, slice it off. So really, really good. This acts as a heavy, so you can do your heavy chains afterwards. It's a heavy opener, like what we have as heavy openers, and it's super effective. It's not the best tool in 1v1. I can warn people right away. It's not meant to be used as a 1v1 tool, but it's excellent at peeling. Right. So if you're again far in a group fight, you might be off screen. People don't really see you too much. You get into it, and then you see an opening. Boom! You go, you strike. Works super well. It's not feintable or anything, but it's really, so you have to commit to it, but it feels really good.
This happened a lot in tests too, just so people know. We were like testing it out. You'd be just playing a Dominion game, then suddenly this just OCELOTL comes flying in from off screen. You're like, okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But what's also cool here is that this requires a lot of work from animation. So you want to walk us through a little bit, like what goes into making that sort of stance there?
I kind of think
first of all, the stance,
that launch right there, I think it would have caused a
You can
bleed.
say that, and he's not static in that stance. So, which means we have to go to mocap and record a whole navigation like that.
Yeah.
The mocap actors did an
It's kind of like a
amazing
giant
job.
leap like a
Sure.
giant leap attack is what it does.
Like, they did amazing.
Yeah.
And
Back is,
for
Oh, yeah.
back and legs, I would
yeah,
say.
yeah.
So
He's gonna
yeah.
be feeling it for sure.
Yeah.
So that hints
Yeah.
I remember we
that
shot it
stance
on I
just
think on
only
Monday.
does like a.
And the Tuesday, the guys
Like
came
one
back in
move.
and they, like you saw they were hurting. It was obvious. They're very, very professionally trained, like stuntmen. They're amazing. Really, really good people.
Has
They're
to
doing an
stop,
amazing job.
continue.
It's still
Yeah.
very, very it's hard.
An amazing job there.
Was it tough to go and convince the mocap actors? Like, hey, so we just kind of need you to crouch for the next like 2 hours.
Crouch a little bit more.
Just walk
And
everywhere.
can we repeat this,
Yeah, yeah.
please, please?
Do it again.
And then,
Crouch better.
We can always modify it like with
Yeah.
our software, but it takes longer. So when we have like really good data, it's everything. We can put everything together like way faster.
Nice.
Yeah.
And for the attack, I would say that the challenge here, as an animator, we always exaggerate poses, and it was the range that he's covering there. So the challenge was to keep it not cartoony, right?
Yeah.
To give the level of
At least the attack has good range though.
realistic, and as much as it fits the For Honor universe.
Yeah. And so one thing that people that you haven't been at mocap, it's kind of interesting to kind of talk about. Whenever we actually do mocap, when we do navigation, we call navigation when you're moving around. Like we're asking the actors or stuntmen to really go and they have to walk, run in different like directions, do figure eights, all sorts of stuff, so we can get like every single movement, how the legs are placed, how that stuff works. So it's a lot of work, it's a lot of stuff, but it ends up looking amazing. So
Yeah,
I think
you,
we're hyped.
you absolutely see it in the final results. The end product here is like incredible.
Yeah. All right. So we've looked at this. Let's look at executions right now. Right.
Oh, executions! Oh,
Spin attack. Well, I did a spin attack before. I'm going to do it again.
Go ahead.
Do it again.
I'll be good. What?
Yeah.
Hold on a
So
second.
that's pretty cool. I can do it, and then again.
I'm gonna put my food down and see what the executions look like.
Go back to the finish this if I want. So all good stuff there.
Are we gonna be seeing somebody's heart whipped out?
Yeah.
Because I know that's what a lot of people want to see.
Man,
And everybody in the forum community wants to see
How the
him
actors
like
did it.
whip somebody's
Okay.
heart
So,
out,
Jimmy, if you want to remove your infinite health.
Yes.
or something that has to do with sacrificial shit.
I don't.
And arena setting. Yeah. I'm going to the first one.
Uh oh.
No.
I can
Back
help.
to
Technical
arena settings.
difficulties.
This.
No.
You want to
the
do it?
Nolan.
Yeah, I think
we can take care of it,
quick
yeah.
settings and then you go there.
Ah, there you go.
All right. Okay. So, we're gonna look at executions, right? So I'm gonna
It really just demonstrates the blender. Okay.
Yeah.
go. So, execution number 1. We're a club.
Oh,
Yeah.
So good.
Get them off.
nice.
Pretty brutal. Looks pretty cool. Actually, respawn. Okay.
So that's the
let's
first
do
one.
this
That wasn't bad.
again. We're gonna go through all 4 of them. So.
Just never stop pressing buttons. That's
Oh,
oh, right in the knee.
Again, like this one, I love.
oh.
Special.
Right. So clearly, right now we're.
Damn, dude, that's something out of
bloody.
Mortal Kombat 11 when
It's quite
no,
bloody.
You see it again.
Mortal Kombat
Yeah,
X
it's
when
quite bloody.
Kotal Khan would basically just like saw you on like a saw.
So a bit faster.
Well, quick and easy, not
Works
bad.
quite well. And then
Oh,
finally,
dude, I'm still. Oh,
Last but
this
not
is gonna be the last one. Is this gonna be when they whip his heart out?
Alright. There we go. So that's the fourth execution here.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Fall right on the spear, right?
That's my personal
So
favorite.
that's what we did at mocap, right? We had one guy jump like that and fall into the spear and
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. We lost.
Ah, they're not gonna do it. Damn.
He got the shot, right? So that's good.
Damn, dude, I was getting hyped up to see if they're like, oh, they're not gonna do
so
it.
let's
Damn.
prep quickly to go into
Wow.
showing what the feats are, because that's quite unique.
It's nuts, and you know that's again, it's incredible. I gotta say, just to
Damn, dude, I have a feeling a lot of
This was a big team
people
effort
are a little
to
bit
get all
disappointed that
this
they didn't get to
animation work
see,
in. I know,
somebody's
you
heart
were,
get
like,
ripped
the
out.
lead animators on this, but we also had other
Maybe
animators
they,
working on this, so just big shout outs
who
to
knows, they
everybody,
might
who
come
really
out
worked
with
hard on the
that.
animations, the audio.
Ah.
It's just so good. Like the work was incredible.
No, because I think a lot of people are gonna be sour on that they didn't get an
GD side,
execution like
animation
that.
side, sound, everything.
Yeah.
Again, later,
Yeah, like
I know that I'm gonna hear
We'll-
complaints that people are
we'll
gonna be
see
saying,
through the
dude, they
feats
should have
when,
come
like,
with
when we go
this
through them, right? But the first
from the
feat in
beginning.
particular
Why are we
was
getting this
a
later?
Massive joint effort from
Damn, I
VFX
thought we were gonna go ahead and see like,
people, game design, everything.
or maybe they
It's
might
a
do
lot of
that
stuff,
with like an event
complicated
execution. Maybe I
features,
don't know.
But I think the
I don't
results
know.
speak for themselves.
Yeah,
Damn.
we're gonna see it.
Big shout outs here, like also to the game
I have a
design
feeling
team,
people are gonna be a little bit like,
with
aw.
Noel and
The
Carl,
hell?
they're,
Why
like,
didn't he
two
whip his
amazing
heart
game
out?
Designers. They worked super hard on the
But
game.
either way,
Like, it's
the
always a
first
team
one
effort,
wasn't
right? We
bad.
always
The
work
second
all
one was like,
together,
god
that
dang.
they were in charge of the hero,
the
like, and making sure
White,
that
the
was
spear in the knee
I
at the
thought
saw in
it was
their
amazing.
neck.
Always a big
really.
Noel Castro.
Then we had the
Go
other
hard,
one
go
that
hard.
basically is it like a quick one, just right in the neck, boom.
It's good.
And then the other one
Alright,
flips the
okay,
person
so,
up
we
and
can switch
oh,
to-
and
okay,
parry
so
the spear right in the back. That was a
this is
brutal
what's
one
going on, right?
too.
So as you see, 4 feats.
But
First
that
feat,
other
passive,
one, that the
the
second
last
execution,
one, active.
Jesus.
So we'll go for the first
That
one.
was a
because I think
brutal
it's the crazier one, right? So, Jimmy, if you wouldn't
Okay,
mind.
so we get to see his feet.
By the way, Chad, if you're not sitting down, now's a good time. Sit down. If you're in a car, buckle up. If you can just find a seatbelt anywhere, just give it.
Well, I'm sitting down and I'm eating my quesadilla, and I'm not driving.
Okay, so not, oh no, I died. Happening.
Oh no.
Oops.
Oh,
I
man.
rolled.
Whoa!
So this is what the first feat does, right? So whenever you die, and you're not executed, or you don't die from like traps or get ledged or whatever,
Yeah.
you get back up in spirit form. You can run around the map, go anywhere you want, and respawn wherever you'd like, as long as you're not too close to enemies or allies, or in ladders. You can run
Dude,
around and go
what
up
the-
ladders if you'd like. You just go here, right? You go up a ladder.
You're fast.
So that's what we
You're also
saw in
faster,
the
yeah.
in the
So You're
trailer.
actually running faster, so there's a bit of animation there. I can go here. Oh, okay. It looks good here. Respawn here. Right? Backcapping. Super crazy. Super dangerous.
What the heck did I just
Really
see?
stuff. So
What the
the
hell?
first feat.
Oh
really
my
is
god, dude, that's
About repositioning.
wow! I was not
again, just to
expecting
make sure
that.
there's a couple of more things to talk about, but essentially it's around the concept of life. and
Dude,
death,
that
especially
is-
for these warriors, is whenever you end up perishing and dying, you get back up.
I
and you can
I had no
position
idea what to
yourself.
say.
So you can
Holy
again,
shit,
like-
dude!
I've never played video
Right,
games.
I
Just
love-
if you want.
if you
So
want,
when you
no,
die,
but
it looks like you
So,
spawn from
another thing
anywhere.
that's important to
And that's the
see here is
first
that
feat,
the feat
too?
always activates. There is no cooldown to it. So
Wow.
every time you die on the battlefield and you're not executed, like I said again.
Oh my god, what?
this
There's
always
another
happens.
game that does that. When you
get
die,
back
then your
up,
spirit has to
up
go
using
around
it
and you have to go ahead and.
slowly goes back.
Oh,
Yeah,
what was
you
that
can
other
see
game?
Generating it.
Slowly over time. So we really.
Oh, it was that
for
freaking
balance
game that
purposes,
people said that was like the
we
For Honor
had some
killer.
tests that we did, and,
What was it?
we had versions where you were at full health. and you
Hood
fell back.
Outlaws
Oh,
and
I remember
Legends.
those
Yeah,
days,
there
right?
was
Remember those
Started,
days.
like,
there was a
halfway
point in the
through
game when your character
this is-
died, your
this
character
is
would actually go
rather
around in
that's
spirit
really on
form.
purpose,
This is
because
what
we
this
don't
is
want
what
to
it
be able
looks
to just,
like.
you
But
know,
you actually
die
didn't have to
with somebody,
respawn
you get right back up,
because your
full
teammates
health,
had to go ahead and
they're
respawn
not
you.
healed
Then
up,
they had to take your
destroy them.
they
go
had
through the
to
blender,
basically
surprise,
respawn
you
you from
know,
somewhere
that's
else, and then you
pretty cool.
come back to life.
The other important thing here is that you see there's like respawn in how many seconds. You have a minute to choose to respawn.
Jesus
If you
Christ,
go
dude,
through
this
enemies,
is crazy.
You can't respawn here. If the timer expires, you
I am
respawn
wondering
back
what
at any
everybody's
point.
reaction to this.
So you really have to kind of respawn wherever you like there. And it's super good, right? So if whenever you get killed or whatever, you can back cap, you can look at the battlefield, see what's going on. Maybe spawn, you see a group fight, like, okay, I'm gonna go help my ally. You go respawn a little bit out of it, go into this, help out your opponent, help out your ally rather. So that it's pretty cool, right? There's a lot of good stuff there that works.
Yeah. I think it's also important to mention.
I'm still shocked
after
that first feat. Jesus, man.
here, and you get the
How did
cool
you get Chinzy
silhouettes
Quesadilla?
as you're running around in that form. Your opponents
hell?
cannot.
Hey,
see
I'm surprised I
your
didn't have food in my mouth. I was spit it out. I was like, what the hell did I just eat?
Please kill me. Fun
It's a
fact
brutal
about-
stream today, guys.
Fun fact about this feat: we had a lot of realization ideas for the feat 1 revive animations. They turned out to be way too long, so it was very ethereal. The actors were moving around, being revived, but for the sake of gameplay, we had to cut a lot of those animations
See,
out.
so, yeah. So right now, Jimmy's somewhere. I have no idea where he is.
He's
Where?
somewhere.
He's somewhere. I don't know where he is. Like, he might respawn in my face. He might respawn at my home point. He might respawn at my opponent's point. I have no idea. I do not know where he's going to respawn. And then I'm like, where is he? Where is he?
He's scared. He's
Oh no, he's there. He's capping, right? So that's kind of like a big part of this feat that's super interesting there.
Oh man.
It's
Dude, I have
very,
no idea how
very
that's going to be in
very different.
gameplay.
We've never even
Oh,
tried to
yeah.
mess with this.
Yeah.
I know our.
Oh, I know it. I think
we're
people
having
gonna be
a
saying,
thing.
"Wow, this is
Yeah,
OP."
we're gonna start to look at doing stuff when and moving around when you're dead and see how that goes. They didn't like us, but in the end they did an amazing job.
Yeah.
Everybody worked together, so it was great. Okay, so let's go to the other two feats because we don't have infinite time here. So the second feat is kind of like Aztec Killer Deterrent, right? So that's
I
how
like it. I like it.
that's how I like to put it,
I
right?
think we should change the name. in
Right?
game.
Yeah. So what it does is when you actually kill an ocelotl here, so you see on top of my head, I have a little marker, and I also have a buff and a debuff. The buff is for the third feat, but the debuff is on me. So essentially, when you kill an ocelotl, you get revealed on the map, and you get a defense debuff for, I think it's 15 seconds. So it's not really necessarily like a buff for your opponent that they're going to be able to see you, the one you killed specifically, but it's also to kind of like deter people from focusing on this hero too much. Because if you end up killing an ocelotl in a group fight, you're probably going to die afterwards. Right? You get a significant defense debuff. You got to be scared a little bit.
So that feat only
here,
works if you kill
wanna make sure
another
that, like,
ocelotl.
Again, the
Okay.
feats play with life and death, and what happens
Ocelotl.
when
Now I'm starting to say what
kill
the
an
freaking
ocelotl
what
and
the
what happens when you get
the
killed.
developers were saying. They keep
Right.
on saying
So
ocelotl,
the
but
next
it's
one,
actually ocelotl.
when I kill any hero right here, on the here, so third feat activates. So the third feat is whenever you kill an enemy, execution, whatever, you gain a speed increase and an attack buff. So again, it's like really, really strong. You get into a group fight, you kill somebody, it's gonna be easier to kill other people in that group fight.
Nice.
So again, with that life and death stuff, you manage to kill your prey, you get pumped up, you go, yeah, all right, cool, I'm gonna be able to do more stuff, and you kill more people. So that's really, really good. Again, short cooldowns on those are passive. They pretty much trigger every single time you either die or you kill somebody. So that works really, really well.
Nice.
And then last but not least is feat 4. So for feat 4, we're
Bow and
doing
arrow.
a little bit different here. Vanessa,
Or he's gonna
when
throw
we
the spear,
started
maybe, I
working
don't
on this
know.
hero, the legendary Vanessa.
The legend. The legend.
Really, really, really wanted to go. You know what? We have like this.
So I
big
see-
spear,
I see a spear there and a bleed.
and
So at least he gets kind of like a
Right,
bleed
yeah.
damage.
So what do we
feat.
do here? We throw the spear, get the
The
ball
f-
back to you, and then you get into a guard break. So
Oh,
now, like
man.
Jimmy's gonna perish, unfortunately, but it's
Dude!
Due to the other fact
So
of that.
what happens is when you throw that spear?
I almost spit my food out.
We're on like super fast feet, so don't worry about it. The
Yeah.
cooldown, this is not the action.
It's okay, chat. It's okay.
Okay, right?
Dude, he
what happens is
freaking
that
just
you throw the
did
spear when it
freaking
connects,
scorpions.
you
Get
deal
over
a
here,
little bit of
spear.
direct damage,
Wow.
damage. Pull an opponent
Dude.
and then you get into a guard break position, which means you can throw somebody, or you get another free heavy afterwards. But when I say throw somebody, you know, you can kind of. Oh no, there's a ledge
But
here. What's gonna
where
happen?
can you throw somebody?
You're gonna see where the.
Don't tell me this thing
gonna
ledges
be
people.
cooldown.
Oh my god.
Anticipation.
I
Dude.
practiced that before I throw anything. So let's do this, and then. Oops. there's a ledge. Oops.
Oh, so yep.
We missed
works,
So it's basically.
not every single time, but it works. So you have to be careful. You have to be really close to the ledges.
Sorry, I had a freaking
But
food
that's
stuck in my
one
mouth.
thing you can expect.
So
Like,
basically, it's kind of like what
usually
Shinobi
people
had
think,
before. Anybody
if
remember when
uh,
Shinobi used to
any
have the long range
and
attacks,
the target through
and
pull
he would
them,
basically
once you
pull you
hit them,
in,
pull
and
them
then we
towards
get
you,
guard
they're
break.
gonna get stopped. So you
That's
can't
kinda like
just,
the same
pull
thing.
somebody through allies
I know
or
some people are gonna be saying,
something.
"Oh man, he did like the
But
Scorpion,
it's
get
like
over
using
here."
projectiles.
Move.
Again,
No,
fights, you know, you're
that right
external,
there was
throw
something
it,
that
pull it
Shinobi
towards
did
you,
before
get a
Shinobi got
heavy,
reworked,
allies get a heavy off of them as well.
and now they
All
gave
sorts of
that
stuff,
to
so
the
it's
Asela.
It's a very, very good fight.
And was,
as a
was that
feat
tough
now.
to do for y'all, like kind of like you forcing them and dragging and like.
Right, well-
was that a little tough?
That feat wasn't an easy feat.
Right, yeah.
So we had a precedent before with other characters to do sort of a grappling thing. So
I
we
know
based
some
ourselves
people.
on that
Oh
for,
man.
for this feat. And we
Dude,
used
I
the-
know
we
there's
used
gonna
the
be some
symbol
people
system
that
with
will
the
say,
graphs
"Oh
where,
no,
had
we gotta get the freaking
first
long
animation
range thing of
for,
that." But
the grappling itself.
the thing
and
is,
then we
it's
did a
actually
loop
his.
to,
It's actually a
for the
feat. It's
target
not
to
actually
reach
part of his
the
moveset
opponent.
because, dude,
Once
if that
loop
was
is
part
done,
of his
also we
moveset, I
need
know a
another
lot
animation
of
for
people are
the
gonna be
drawback.
like, "Oh no, it's
And
like
that would
Shinobi
be
all over
actually
again."
guard break, which was
But at least
animation
it's his
by the end
fourth
of this.
feat,
got
though.
it.
Though.
There you go.
Sorry.
Oh man, look
Yeah.
at that, dude! It's
So
recharging
all these
fast.
systems work together to
It's
make
more the
this
technical
feat.
side, I would say.
Yeah, this is a pretty technical side of
Yeah.
it. Animation-wise, it was a relatively simple.
Jesus
It was more the
Christ,
technical
dude!
side that was a challenge.
Yeah, because we have to like sync with VFX as well, have the rope,
That's
and all
right.
that sort of stuff.
Exactly.
All that.
Dude,
stuff.
I have no idea what other people's reactions are gonna be like. What
Yeah,
the
at
heck
end of
did
the day,
he?
you can just grab
What
it,
the heck did he
get 'em
just
over
do? He
here,
did the
like,
freaking
you know,
scorpion
do
thing.
something you want.
Yeah, get it
That's
over
good.
with, yeah.
Yeah, that's just.
But yeah, so I think
Wow.
that's pretty much it for this hero's movesets and feats.
Oh boy, that's a lot.
It's a lot.
That's a lot.
I
for
am
the
wondering if
Ocelotl.
anybody
It's a
else's
lot,
reaction is
lot.
going to be that close.
Yeah, and I think just to kind of summarize there, if I can, sum up my key takeaways of don't.
I
kill
think the one that that
don't
really
get killed
actually
by
surprised
one.
me
Like,
was
see
the
just
one when
run
you die.
because, they're coming
And you
for
go into
you.
spirit
The
form,
Ocelots
and you
are
basically just
coming
walk
for
around. You can
and
spawn
they
wherever
will-
you
they
want.
will
That right there.
kill you. So
Yeah.
it's good. They're terrifying.
That right there
They're a
surprised me.
terrifying hero. Noel, you made it a terrifying
We made
hero.
a terrifying
Dude, they're just
hero,
going
yeah.
crazy
gosh,
with the
but
feats
they're
now,
so
right?
much fun. They're so much fun to play. Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
god, dude.
So yeah, so I mean, like honestly, big props to.
Now I'm
everybody
wondering what they're
involved,
gonna be doing with the Viking.
especially the first.
With the
feat,
new
because
Viking
a
hero.
lot of people from a lot of
work.
disciplines.
Oh, yeah, a lot of work.
I don't know, dude.
It's a lot more work than we typically do for a feat, especially.
They're
for
just
one.
go. They're just going all
But,
in
like,
when it comes
kudos
to the
everybody,
feats,
like
dude.
the
Jesus.
GPP team,
Uh,
like our programmers.
Yep.
Dude,
Yep.
imagine if that was part of his
Animation team,
moveset.
VFX team, art team.
He's fighting, then all of a sudden he
everything
turns
is,
invisible into spirit form, and then he comes back.
In the end, the result is completely
No, they
amazing.
wouldn't do that. That'll be
Super excited.
now
about
that
it.
right there, the
Uh,
game will be
really
broken,
good.
and a lot of
thanks to
people are
you
gonna be
guys,
complaining about that.
You did
Thank you.
an amazing job on the animations and stuff. Like it's spectacular. They look great.
He will basically
Like, one of the
be,
things I like I really like.
He will basically be kind of like
that top
Reptile
finisher
from Mortal Kombat.
looks so cool.
He fights,
Yeah.
then he turns
There's
invisible,
all
then he
you-
fights, and you can't tell what he's at.
There's a
I'll
lot of
share the
really-
credit.
At least it's a
We'll share
feat,
it.
So there's a
though.
lot of really cool looking stuff there. So
Yeah.
like really amazing job. And so I don't know if you guys have any closing thoughts for the animation.
It's good that you don't
Thank you
fight.
to my team for
when
all the
you're dead.
feedback. That's why we came up with this.
Yeah.
And
The support we got from the animation team and the
Vanessa
TV side
Amelie
too.
also.
Vanessa, Amelie.
You're the best.
I know some people are gonna be
Yeah.
saying that. Oh
All right,
god,
well, thank you all
This
so
is gonna be
much,
OP.
Ben,
But
for-
no, I
for
think
the
they're gonna
feedback
go ahead and
and sharing
patch
with
it
us
up.
The process and all that, and going over the game.
You know they're gonna
JC
patch it
for
up,
the
but
really
question is when
extended
they're
deep
gonna-
dive into this.
yeah.
I hope that was super cool for all
yeah,
of you.
wait
at
and see,
home.
dude.
So we, what do we got? July 27th. So next week, just as a reminder, if you want to play all of this awesome stuff for yourself,
That's
next
crazy.
week, all right, the OCELOTL
That's
will
freaking
be
crazy, dude.
releasing live. You'll be able to
Oh
pick it
my
up
God.
for the real cold hard cash, but 2 weeks afterwards, available for Steal as well. So keep an eye out for next week. So thank you all again. Coming up next, we've got some patch notes to go over as well. So which you can stick around with me about. Oh, you got the sunglasses on. The Dan and the cooler Dan are ready to head out for
Just
the day.
dance.
So cool. Thanks everybody again. So don't go nowhere. Stick around. We'll talk patch notes next. All right.
Dude, that right there was crazy. Man, dude, the two things that freaking shocked me about the brand new hero was his 2 feats. You die, and then you start in, then you turn to a spirit, then you walk around, and you can revive from anywhere. And then the other one is when you did the of course, you know, Shinobi's old move, like the pull and grab, and you do like a guard break. Oh man, dude, that's crazy. Now about his gimmick that he had, I was expecting a lot more. I kind of, yeah, I'm surprised that he doesn't have any like anything that has to do with bleed. Because it would make sense for him, because he is, of course, an Aztec warrior, and, you know, of course, the whole thing has to do with sacrificial shit. So you would think he would have kind of like bleed attacks, because that's what a lot of people were expecting, that he would have kind of like bleed attacks, and he would start doing like some, you know, crazy shit, kind of like the shaman with a shot in. When the shaman applies bleed to you, he basically just jumps on you and basically just bites you in the neck. So I think a lot of people were expecting that. Like some bleed attacks from the OCELOTL. Nothing. But hey, the 2 feats that he has, Jesus. Especially that first one. Wow. That's crazy. Damn, I have no idea how that's gonna be when it comes to the in-game stuff. I know some people are gonna be saying, "Oh god, dude, this is so freaking broken," but the developers are gonna go ahead and patch that up for you. I don't know when, but yeah. As long as you give your feedback, they're gonna go ahead and listen. Even though the funniest thing is, once you give the feedback, the developers listen, but then there's some other people that give feedbacks, and there's too many feedback for some people because everybody's like divided. You know, when it comes to, you know, some balances and all that stuff. That's why you see a bunch of patch notes and balancing when it comes to the Warriors thing, because one person's saying one thing, and the other person's saying the other thing. Like everybody is saying one thing and another, and you can't please everyone, because if you please, I don't know, man, it's just freaking hectic.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for sticking around. We're gonna go into some patch notes next with JC, who's still with us on the couch. But you know, just quickly before we dive into that, you know, as we're transitioning here, we sometimes take a peek at the chat. I think JC just wanted to say something a little.
So yeah, one thing I want to like try to make it a little bit clearer, because it might not have been clear, so thanks, chat, for pointing that out. But essentially, the OCELOTL's first feat is every time you die, you get back into that form. You cannot choose to respawn at your spawn point, and the big trade-off when you're using it is that your respawn times will be longer. Yeah. Because as you get up, like as you saw, the health starts really low. If you want to get back at full health, you have to wait like a very, very long time to really get back to full health. So yes, it's strong, but you cannot choose when that feat triggers. You can only choose when you respawn and where you respawn, but you don't get to choose, oh, I'm going to use it this time or not using that time or whatever. So there is a definite trade-off. Yes, it's a feat one. Yes, it looks like it's like insanely strong. And we will keep an eye on it for balancing, for sure. There's no way that we're going to, you know, if things are obscenely strong, it's not going to fly. But it's something that we're keeping an eye on regardless. But yeah, there's definite trade-offs. It's not just, oh, I'm going to kill everybody. It's just, it's good. But yeah, so we'll see how things evolve. We've already addressed a lot of feedback that we got internally and stuff, so we're going to go through that and get into that.
Yeah, I think just trust us when I say, you know, like we watch this stuff closely, and again, it's going to change some things, the way you think about how you play in different things, but like there's a lot of balancing that goes into it too. So just you try it out for yourselves next week, you'll see. So all right.
Well, at least he addressed it, so that's a good thing.
That was a very heavy segment.
By the way, if you guys don't know what he means by the chat, he's actually
more chill.
He's talking about the Twitch chat, because that's how you can watch the Warriors in live stream. You can watch the Warriors in live stream from on the For Honor game Twitch channel, or you can watch it on the YouTube channel. Even though in the YouTube channel they actually don't have a chat there, it's actually disabled. So when he means by chat, he's talking about the Twitch chat. Which I'm wondering what the Twitch chat is saying once they saw those feats debuted. I'm gonna go look back and see what their reaction was when they saw
it's not massive, but still
what we just saw.
To address right now, make sure that things are good. But yeah, don't worry, we're still doing stuff. I don't want people to start thinking, oh, they're gonna stop doing balancing. Not gonna be so. Okay, so let's go.
Now we got patch notes.
We have, if this works, because it doesn't seem.
How many heroes are gonna be saying?
Okay, so Jormungandr.
Go on.
So basically 2 changes for Jormungandr, but everything centers around the fact that Golden Farewell and Hammer Slam are a little bit overtuned in some situations. Initially, we were feeling that like Jotun Farewell, which is the bash that you perform when you're in chains.
Didn't Yom get a buff
we were
last
comfortable
season?
with the fact that it chained
I don't
on
remember.
miss specifically because it
think it
only
did.
chained into the chain zone.
Right.
And even though it's armored, you could always dodge attack and get into it and deal damage. So we were like, okay, it's okay. But then a lot of expectations from players were, and rightfully so, right? You're doing this move. When it does land, you get 30 damage, right? So
Yeah.
the risk-reward proposition here was so heavily skewed into Yorm's favor that it kind of didn't really make a lot of sense. And so, yeah, it feels good when you're doing it, but it needed to be toned down a little bit so that we're like, okay, we're in a good position. We have, like, it's a lot more balanced. And we also felt that we're like, okay, well, it's in chains. It's not the easiest bash to access. It's not, but at the end of the day, looking at the data, looking at player feedback, where all that went, we decided to make a change. So for first, is Jordan Farewell, it no longer chains on miss, which means that if you correctly read that Yorm is going to do that move, and you dodge, you get a guard break. Now, this might feel like a massive nerf, but let me tell you something.
Well, tell me.
If you're trying to do side dodge into guard break, you leave yourself vulnerable.
Let me talk to
facing
you.
Guard break from Yorm.
Oh,
So you still have to make that choice. It's
yeah.
still risky. And it's still riskier for the opponent, right? There's still a bit more risk for the opponents. But if there's a correct read, then they can actually get a guard break and deal 24 damage to you. So it's kind of like, on average, so that's kind of like the idea here, right? So because it's feintable, because there's all these things going on, it's okay. And then before, because you could zone afterwards, you couldn't really ever do a side dodge to guard break.
Yeah.
Unless you did like a super crazy early dodge and it was like really, really particular. So in this case, like with this, it's more balanced. And on top of this, Hammer Slam now deals 26 damage, down from 30. So in this case, it's if Yorm gets the correct read, lands the bash, he gets 26 damage. If your opponent gets the correct read, they get either a dodge attack or potentially a guard break into generally 24. So the risk-reward proposition here is a lot different. It's less skewed toward Yorm. Typically, we've been doing a lot of stuff where aggression is very, very, very heavily rewarded. And so this is a bit of a nerf in this case. Should feel a bit better to play against. We've seen a lot of comments, a lot of feedback about this, so we're hoping that this is going to help there quite a bit.
Right. So yeah, less skewed kind of feels like more balanced.
Yeah,
So
right, exactly.
It's
More
interesting. Okay.
Just need more balance. All
Just a
right.
little.
Okay. Next up, we have Scent. So
Centurion?
we're aware. I'm just going to start that there's a problem with tracking on Centurion when you do a light into a fully charged jab, and then you can sometimes like double dodge it or like all sorts of stuff. And if the answer was as simple as when somebody on the team, including me, clicking something and it worked, we would have done it. Unfortunately, it's a tricky proposition. The way the move is built is different from other chargeable bashes. And because of that, it's a lot trickier. We're going to require animation. We're going to require a lot of different things to really flesh it out properly. So it's taking a bit more time than we wanted to fix it. So that's... I just want to make sure that I get it clear for players. It's not that we're not aware. It's not that we don't want to fix it. It's that it's more complex than we anticipated initially. We did a change before that helped, but it doesn't fix the entire problem. So that's where we're going at. But today on Scent, what we're doing is we gave uninterruptible stance on charge jab 100 ms earlier.
Nice.
Now you might be going, what does that change, right? Well, it does change something quite a bit, actually, which is Centurion, like other heroes, when you did a light attack into a charged jab, that's the case when you took here, for example, you could get lighted out of the charged jab, right? Because the armor, like the uninterruptible stance, kicked in at 200 ms. Now that it kicks in at 100, if you go light into fully charged jab, your opponent just cannot light you out of it ever. So they actually do have to respect what you're going to be doing a little bit better. It's still commit full. You still have to commit to the attack. You still have to get into it. But at least you're a bit safer when you do it, which is a big part of what we're doing here for Scent. It makes a lot of sense as we go towards and getting the rest of the heroes' issues in order. So that's like it's a bit of a quality of life, but it also makes a big difference because now it's a lot safer to throw out lights and go into jab afterwards.
So respect the Scent now.
Exactly.
All right.
And then last but not least, Nusha. So
it's my girl.
Right, it's your girl, right?
I love her so much.
So, Nusha, we had I'm gonna say we're gonna nerf Caltrops.
Uh-oh.
So for a long time, Nusha was not super viable.
That's not the news that everybody wants.
Game modes where you
People
can
want
switch.
Nusha to get
She's a
buffed.
very, very 1v1 centered hero. We've done some buffs to her so that like she has better trajectories on her heavies and stuff, so you can like defend yourself maybe a little bit more in group fights, hit people externally. That's great. But at the same time, once we got her traps fixed, all of a sudden she's way stronger in 1v1, right?
I have noticed.
And
yes.
it's an interesting thing because those traps are like the better player you're facing, the stronger they are. Because better players tend to make correct reactions to everything, and she's built to defeat correct reactions. So that's kind of like that was like a big part of how we built Nusha back in the day. So that works well, but because she works so much better, Caltrops, which was I'm not biased or anything, but I think it was by far the best feat in the game. It beats out corruption even as a tier 1.
I'm confused
Fire
because
Flash,
you can't use
beats out
caltrops in
Control,
1v1.
Like all sorts
You
of
don't
crazy
you don't
feats.
use feats
This-
in 1v1.
Partially, well,
You only use
actually,
feats when it's when it's
the cooldown on
4v4.
it was extremely short.
Yeah.
And the uptime was also extremely long, right? So 25
Kinda
seconds
weird. I'm
uptime,
confused.
45 seconds cooldown, which meant that you had a downtime in between feed casts of 20 seconds.
Right.
Which means that Nusha could go into the lane and just drop caltrops, destroy the entire lane, wait 20 seconds, drop and in those 20 seconds, more minions came, dropped caltrops again, cleared out the whole lane again, right?
So
She was a monster. But
I was kind of hoping you didn't notice my strategy, but now here we are.
That's how it goes.
Oh no!
But the problem is that when the character was not really picked, it still is a problem, right? There's no question that it wasn't a problem, but it wasn't as high on our priority list because the hero was underperforming herself. So we wanted to make sure that we buffed her up before we ended up nerfing some of the more like unhealthy parts of her kit. So with this, we've nerfed Caltrops significantly, but you'll see how it works. So basically now her cooldown.
How do Nusha needs her
is 90
perks?
seconds,
She
so
needs
instead of
buffs,
45,
man.
So it's double.
I know a lot of people have been
And
saying
it's
that
now
Nusha
active
needs
15
some.
seconds instead of 25.
She needs some
You
changes.
can
Dude.
still go into the lane and drop it. We haven't touched the damage. We
Now
haven't
this is
touched
getting
the
nerfed.
touched, like any of those other parts.
I
of
know
the
a lot of
field.
people are not gonna be
We
happy
really
about
just
that.
worked on her cooldown and how long it's active for. So this way, you can still go use it like you were using it before. You just can't use it as often as you did before.
You're tough but fair.
I'm tough but
You're
fair.
tough
right?
but
that's,
fair. All right,
That's how it
see
goes.
this.
We need to like really make sure that this is more balanced.
Yeah.
It's been a comment we've been hearing from a lot of pro players
Right.
for a
Right.
long
It's true.
time.
It's true.
And I remember we have some discussions like ongoing with some players, and when we did the
Pro
Nusha
players,
testing
but what about
rounds,
everybody else?
traps, their number one worry was, oh my god, caltrops. Oh my god, right? I kept getting messages.
And this is what I was
about this,
saying.
and I get it, right? We
When
wanted
it
to give
comes
her, like,
to
at least one
listen,
season,
which
like, when
which one do you
kinda
want to
get
listen
into the
to?
groove, but now that we're there, it's
The
time.
pros
It was a beautiful
or
team.
everybody
Yeah,
else?
beautiful team. It had to
Everybody's different.
so that's pretty much it in terms of balance
Can't please
and
everyone.
patch notes, right? So as I said,
Because the other
it's not
side's
the
gonna
biggest patch
start
notes,
bitching.
There's still like significant
Yeah.
impacts
So-
that we're doing there, and we're gonna keep going and going, keep doing more patch notes, keep doing more balance
Right.
and things. So that's gonna be good. We have more testing.
I have a
grounds
feeling that
doing
they're
a
gonna go
lot of-
ahead
Yeah,
and
that's
fix
right,
this.
right. And so speaking of testing grounds, right?
Right. Good segue. I like it.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Oh.
we had our last testing grounds that ended
Testing grounds.
a little bit ago. I don't remember.
Couple
exactly.
weeks ago, yeah.
Time is a blur right now.
It's busy. It's
yeah.
just busy.
So we were testing Lawbringer, the second iteration of Lawbringer,
Mhm.
and bash speeds.
Right.
So I want to talk specifically about bash speeds because Lawbringer is another subject that we'll talk about like at a different time.
Mhm.
But first, bash speeds
Next
specifically, I want to thank everybody for participating. Did an amazing job. We got a lot of data. We got some information.
If I have to guess
from,
when the
some
Lawbringers
giving us, like crazy Excel sheets with like
we
reaction
were gonna
times,
come out
amazing players.
maybe
We
second
have a
half
good
of
idea
season
of
3
what speeds
or in the
bash
beginning of
should
season
be,
4. I don't know.
from Front Dodge, so that's great. However, we will be taking a little bit more time than what people might expect to push it to live, just because we need to make sure that of what the impacts of this are going to be, right? So the testing round was there for us to be able to determine what are the correct speeds. When are we supposed to be doing these things? What timing is it basically unreactable for everyone? But then there's other impacts, right? There's
Right.
impacts to potential impacts to ganking, to frame advantage, to a bunch of different things. So well, now that we know kind of what speeds are optimal, and it turns out it's pretty much the same for everybody, so that's great.
That's good.
We were really hoping, like, we were really looking into, like, if there's different options, is there a different impact on a lot of these things? And the answer ends up being pretty much no. So while we do have the number, the knock-on effects that this has means that we have to investigate a bit further, go deeper into it, and go what happens on, like, dodge cancel characters, for example, that go into a front dodge bash. Is stuff going to be guaranteed? What's going to be happening there? So we want to take our time a little bit to really investigate, go deeper into this. So it means it's going to take a little bit longer than everybody would have hoped. But I think it's in absolutely everyone's best interest to just wait a little bit more.
Yeah.
And so that we can release something that's going to be better for the entire community.
Sure.
We can go with there.
Totally makes sense. Absolutely.
Awesome.
Nice.
And then
we had one more thing.
Yeah,
right?
one more thing, right?
Okay.
It's not a major one more. Like, it's not that
But
one
it's
more
cool.
thing. Yeah, but it's super
But
cool.
wait.
It's cool though. Yeah.
So
There's more.
We're also adding a new quality of life thing, a little option when you're finishing matches and you get a lot of loot. So I know Max has a little video. So you can now tag multiple items when you are in the screen and then dismantle them.
Oh, this is great.
At once.
Nice.
That's great.
Again, really shortens all that thing.
Because I know it takes a long time to go ahead and
Yep.
and do that. Basically, just one by one. Now they added
It works
this.
really, really well. So
That's
kudos to,
awesome.
like,
That's
the
great.
The UI team, because that's always worked for them, and it's always swamped. So that's great. So
Yeah.
really good
Yeah.
job there for code as well. So really amazing. So we're really happy. And then yeah, that's pretty much it for patch notes and little improvements here and there.
Awesome. Amazing. Well, great. Yeah, I mean, short and sweet, but again, some really good quality of life stuff coming in there. So again, big thanks to the
That's
UI
gonna
team,
be
too,
great
for
once
adding
we
that.
start like getting like
Again,
kind of like
you
the
said,
event
anytime
items.
You don't have to go into like
Especially when you
bunch
got
of
like the
things
extra
to do
loot
something
fest
out of
happening, then you have like a whole bunch of
so
stuff, and
that's
then
really
when you try to
appreciate
go ahead and
that.
get
Well,
dismantle
amazing.
it,
Well, JC,
you
thank
see the
so
timer,
much,
and the timer
coming on,
basically
sharing all
barely
this
gives you any time to go ahead and get
information,
all of it out
about
down.
the upcoming
So that
patch.
right there is
We
awesome.
have an amazing season ready next week, so that's awesome. Yeah, same here. So. So for everybody still watching too, we have an outro coming up soon. We're going to go over some fun things to look forward to. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, go.
Okay. So, Yorm got nerfed. Lucia got nerfed, which I know people are not going to be happy about that. And Centurion got kind of like a buff. Yeah, he got a buff. And that way, I think the one that I really liked was the one that they added, the quality of life thing, when you had to go ahead and basically click on the dismantle and dismantle all things. That right there I like. That's awesome. Because I know every time when you go ahead and get loot, and you barely have time to go ahead and get rid of those, because you basically have to do it one by one. And now they added that, so you can go ahead and do all of it at a time, which is awesome. I like that. Well, guys, we're actually almost done with the stream. We just basically have to wrap up, and that's about it. So I can't wait to see what else they're going to be talking about. Man, crazy. Dude, this just went by so fast, dude. That's crazy. Because I remember yeah, because we didn't have that much stuff when it came to anything that had to deal with any technical difficulty stuff. No, anything technical or anything when it came to the patch notes. Because I know in the previous Warrior Stands, they basically talked a lot about when it came to technical stuff and of course patch notes and all that stuff. So yeah. Yeah, dude, this Warrior Stands just went by
super
fast.
here for it. But we.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, please. I'm sorry.
It's good to be back with you.
Absolutely, man.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, man. For sure.
Real quick, I forgot something. It was Gabrielle's birthday. I forgot to say it. So
Okay.
yeah,
Happy birthday, sir.
yeah. Get some birthdays in the chat. And
Yeah.
we'll show them later.
Send me a piece of cake.
Reminder: New Hero comes out on the 27th.
That's right.
That's for the cash money swag.
That's right.
And then 2 weeks later, available for 15K steel.
Steel.
Cool. And we'll also have a free event pass, so just a reminder of that. The Hunt of the OCELOTL, which will be running from July 27th to August 17th. So, again, those are free. You just play and earn awesome rewards for those. So just make sure you're logging on starting next week and play. yeah, lots of fun stuff there. It's gonna be great.
I love the realization on this hero.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
I mean, if I could just take a moment, I just want to mention the camera. I saw some people talking in the art direction about like how good it looks. Because trust me, you could go in blindly and just randomly select stuff from the armors and the colors and the material, and it'll look amazing.
Yeah, you
it's
can
incredible.
absolutely Mad Lib the fashion.
Yeah, no,
and
it's-
it all looks good. It all blends well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So,
know a lot of people gonna be going
yeah,
crazy when it comes to the
Warmonger
fashion.
might finally have a rival in the fashion department.
We'll
So-
see.
I mean, people are already going
Fashion,
crazy when
we're
it comes to the
counting on
fashion
for
for honor.
so there you go.
Yeah, looking at you, newbie. Yeah, I think we talked about the event pass, so I think it's time to go into community spotlight.
Oh, I
Let's
love
look at some
community
videos.
spotlight.
Can we
Look at
spotlight?
some
See what we
submissions.
have.
This is
I always
good.
like this.
I haven't seen these yet.
Yeah,
I
we
love
made sure.
Anybody in the
no
For
one
Honor
can
community
see.
I like to
can
go
come
blind
together
on
and
these.
show
They're
off
so
some,
Yeah.
some stuff.
All right, so first up, we've got Ad Mortem Inieticus.
it.
And you'll see why. You'll see why. I mean,
I
for
mean,
the
we
first
got
time.
Lawbringer, so anytime he's on screen, I'm happy about it.
I always love it when this.
Oh,
does
what
it.
the? Jesus Christ, the
Good.
power of
And then I
Lawbreaker.
love
Damn.
this variation on a popular meme. Just parry this. You
Oh, I saw this on
casual.
Reddit.
It's
Yeah,
just-
this is funny.
No, it's so good art.
I want a shoulder mounted trebuchet, and then this is using the whole of your brain.
What?
That's right, new
What?
animation tech, and I did an instant replay.
Dude, what the hell? Oh, that was pyro. Oh, it looks like she was shooting a laser beam. Oh, that's
And then,
cute.
We always have that one teammate, right? So I was overjoyed to see.
That looks
it
like a
put into
baby
art.
peacekeeper.
Yeah, that was really good too.
And then it's the final brain cell.
Oh, he got out.
Oh, I love our community so much. That's amazing.
Yeah, so those are
Dude,
some
the
of our
one with
top
the
hits
pirate
from
one,
last month.
it looks like she
you
was
know,
basically
you
kinda
wanna,
like shooting a
have
passing
chance of
rifle.
Getting your content featured on the Den, put it on the Reddit.
That's crazy.
And or Twitter.
Yeah.
Or
The
Instagram.
glitches in
Yeah,
For Honor.
and tag
What
us
can you
in
do?
it.
All the places.
Yeah.
But it makes for
'cause,
good
we
contact
look at all of
when
them.
you, like, you know, when you get it.
But we've got some more stuff coming up. We've
That's
got
retrofits, right? Because we talked about the Chefs of Hitakiri event coming back. So guess what? We're bringing back all the fan favorite.
Oh, yeah, I'm
content
excited
that we
for
had
this.
during
Yeah, I
that,
like this event.
During that last event.
Shadows
so it's
of
gonna be
the
retrofit
Hitokiri.
for all the heroes coming up. So we have the emote Shadows of the Hitakiri for 10k steel. You're also going to be able to loot the Secrets of Kaiden battle outfit. The Survivor of
I
the
have
Ornament.
Basically, all of this for
awesome,
all the
and
characters,
Spirit
except for the new
Kaiden
characters.
Mood effect. So
The new
all
characters
of
don't
them
have
really
this, so I can't wait to
I
go
know
ahead
it's
and get
good.
them.
It's subtle, but like it goes with a lot of the things in the customization. So
Oh yeah, I've seen some great like Aramusha cosplays that incorporate it. And it looks super good.
and of course the Shinigami's Oath illustrious outfit is going to be retrofit and available for 20k steel. That's an amazing one too. I love the Shinigami effect behind the player. It's so good. So,
Yeah, big come at me, bro energy.
yeah, absolutely. Yep.
And then coming up, we've got a trio of Hero Fests.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
planned.
sweet, we
so
see
we've
it.
got Peacekeeper.
Oh, so-
and then just
so
to
we got
recap, Hero
Peacekeeper.
Fests, for those of you who may have forgotten,
And we
you get to
already-
try the hero for free.
We already know Lawbreaker's gonna be
33
getting one, 'cause we
points
saw
for
his-
repeating, of course.
whatever the heck he was
percent
doing
off.
in the-
No,
in the
30%
trailer.
off. I'm just kidding. It depends on. I think some of them are 33 actually. And then if you log in, you get 2 free symbols.
That's always
So
good.
Bump up
Ah,
your
there we
symbols
go.
game.
Yep, Lawbreaker.
And then we've got Raider Legendary.
So good.
And last but not least,
Oh.
Hey, Medjai!
yeah.
Awesome! One
Outlander
of my
Hero
favorite
Fest
characters.
happening.
Yeah. I can't wait to see Medjai's unique that comes with that. How you gonna slay?
I've seen it. It's cool. I
Which is
won't
great
spoil it.
because
but-
just the other day I saw somebody saying Medjai needs more execution. So there you go.
So to that one person, we heard you.
Yeah, Medjai. Yeah, Medjai,
There's that.
Pirate,
Yep.
Afida,
Yeah.
Warmonger,
And then we got some content
Griffin.
of the
Yeah, those
week.
heroes
So, we
need
got
more
execution,
execution. Oh yeah, this
Chimeras,
execution.
Retribution.
Speaking of Griffin,
Right, because it's Griffin's Hero Fest today.
oh,
Yeah.
dude, that execution
That's
is
why you
awesome.
I'll choose to believe you on that.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then also, starting next week with the launch of the season, July 27th, the new Lustrous outfit, Majestic Jungle, and there's nothing more.
Oh,
majestic
dude, I'm
than that
definitely gonna
cute
get that
cute
for
petty.
the Ocelot.
So that'll be available for 20k still, and also a new execution, the Blow Dart Barrage.
So those of you in chat who were like, I saw a blow dart in the trailer. Yeah, we
Right
didn't
there.
forget about it.
3 darts is too much.
Oh, I think I missed that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Dart-
definitely gonna
dart
get
your
that for the
friends.
Ocelot.
There you go.
And your enemies.
I'm so glad.
And
Glad
then
you changed that.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh yeah. And then you may notice like a teaser behind me. But yeah, we've got a summer chair emote coming up. This will be 10K steel. So sun's out, fun's out.
Hey, we got another chair emote.
Get your free roam emote, chill, you know, or like motion for.
Dude, the last chair emote we got was actually that the ice throne.
It's perfect.
We got
just
that
in time for summer.
And then we got
so
the other one, the rocking chair. We got that one back, and now we got this
we
one.
may or may not be doing a thing with Larry. Larry might have. Yeah, we might have.
Sweet. We got another chair emote.
I'm so excited for that.
And the Fist of Summer, which is perfect. Actually, we're almost gonna be done with summer. We already have August, and after that, we're gonna be heading into fall.
I believe there's more.
Damn, dude,
There's
crazy.
more. Yes, and
Almost done with
there's
summer.
more. We also have a new arcade quest going on, Down the Rabbit Hole.
Arcade
It's a weekly quest available for all Marching Fire owners, so you can play that starting today, and will be available through the week. And also this weekend, an event order, the Medic Challenge. At the end of the challenge, be the faction with the most allies revived. Also starting tomorrow. On Friday. Tomorrow is Friday. I know what day it is.
Yeah.
Rehearsal day, the rest of this. I know what day it is, people. Don't worry.
Today is July 20th.
That's also
Thursday.
That's fair. That's fair.
2023,
but yeah,
man.
so be out there, revive your friends, your allies, or even just perfect strangers. Just pick them up. I'm probably going to be one of them on the ground all the time. But that's okay.
Yeah, and don't forget to emote spam after.
Yeah, just really let them know that you saved them. So it's good.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
I believe that.
That was a lot.
What'd you say, Max?
Yeah. We
Max
got confirmation that
we've got confirmation. That's it for the show. Don't forget to follow us right here on Twitch because some of you aren't following. I don't know why, but it says it in the stats. And then also on social media, we are now at For Honor Game everywhere. We got rid of all the weird underscores and stuff in all our channels. So at For Honor Game everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, especially Instagram if you like it when we get saucy, and post a lot of memes or shit posts, like whatever you want to call them.
Same thing.
But yeah, and we will see you guys on the battlefield.
There you go.
Take care.
OCELOTL.
Well, that right there is the end, guys. Wow, that was an awesome stream. We got to see what the OCELOTL looks like. Well, actually, we already saw what he looked like. But we got to see more of his armor, which looked amazing. We got to see his his moveset. Not that bad, you know. At least he's. I think what people are gonna be saying about the OCELOTL, I think his moveset is not OP, but his feats, that's a different story. So I can't wait to see what other people's reaction. Oh, the developers gonna go ahead and nerf it? Yes, they're gonna go ahead and nerf it. No. They do that every single time. When it comes to a brand new hero they come out, the hero always comes out strong, and then, you know, the developers get feedback, and then they tell, and then they go ahead and fix it. So don't worry, they're gonna fix it. We just have to know when they're gonna be doing it. Got to see the armor variation of the heroes, not bad. And after that, yeah, we got to see other stuff too. Oh crap, why is this not happening? Okay, that was weird. Sorry about that. My controller was off, so I had to go ahead and fix that. Either way, guys, hopefully everybody is excited for the new OCELOTL hero. I can't wait to go ahead and I mean, we cannot all wait to go ahead and play him next week. And I will be doing a Warriors Den recap to go ahead and give you guys, you know, a recap of everything that happened right here on the Warriors Den. I know that there's going to be, you know, a lot of stuff in there, but don't worry, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the condensed version of it, because I know the Warriors Den was 2 hours long, so my version is going to be a lot smaller than 2 hours, so don't you worry about that. But I will give you guys every single detail about what the developer's talking about. And after that, once we hit next week, oh god, dude, that's when we're going to begin ourselves, of course, the launch of the brand new OCELOTL hero. So that's going to be fantastic. So yeah. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you guys on the next video. Stay tuned, cool guys. Bye.